of influence. Now, there's a lot of people out there that have these trainings on buying and selling businesses, and they go, it's just great, find a motivated seller, and then you do this. Well, they don't tell you how to find a motivated seller. Some people are telling you to go to broker websites or talk with your family and all this. It's really a little bit more difficult for that. And I'm only looking for 3% of people to actually do this before our webinar coming up. Now, it's a free webinar, but if you do what I'm saying right now and go through your sphere of influence and actually have a breakthrough, you're going to have a much better experience, and you're going to be well on your way to buying your first legit business. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to call everybody you know, okay? But I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, what it looks like. So I made a little whiteboard for you. We're going to go to that, and then I'm going to show you what not to do and what to do, okay? Here's the whiteboard. Check it out. Okay, so we're going to go through what the sphere of influence is, how to go through it, how to break through it, and how to go beyond. So let's go. First of all, we just want you to realize that this right here is you, okay? That dot right there is you, and you're going to have to reach out and break through your sphere of influence. So what we're going to do is put a circle around you. Now, that circle right there is all the people that know, trust, love, and adore you. So it's going to be friends and family. I want you to think a little bit about this like being an MLM, but it's not an MLM. Plus, you're not going to be pestering these people. Don't worry about that. It may look like it, but I'm going to show you the safe way to do this. Okay, so these are all the people that know, like, trust, and adore you. Now, outside of that sphere is another sphere, and all of these people right here are all of the people that know, trust, and adore the people that know, trust, love, and adore you. And outside of that circle or that sphere is going to be your market, okay? So out here is where you're going to find people. So what you're going to do is you're going to call all of these people right here, all of the people that know, trust, adore, love you, and they're friends with you, and they haven't heard from you in a long time. You might even call people that you haven't spoke to in 10 years. Your best lead, your unicorn might actually come from someone you haven't talked to since grade school. Okay, so this is really about reaching out to everybody. Now, again, you're not going to pester them. You're going to do it with love and kindness and consideration. We're going to go into that. But you're going to call all of the people that know, like, trust, and adore you. And then you're just going to talk with them, have a pleasant conversation. I'm going to come up with some scripts for you guys to go by, or you can do your own script. And what's going to happen is when you break through that, then you're going to ask them if they know anybody. Now, the people that know, trust, love, and adore, the people that are close to you, they're going to refer to people outside to this second sphere. Now, those people are going to have an open ear to what you have to say because they know, love, trust, and adore them. Now, what's going to happen is your percentages are going to go down, but you're still going to be able to have some conversations with people because you broke through this sphere out to this sphere. Then, with these people, you're going to ask them, who do they know, right? Now, we're going to come up with a script for you guys, and all of these people right here, this is going to be your market, okay? And what I mean by that is these are going to be the people that you're going to be talking with that are going to have businesses. They're going to own a business. Maybe their parents are getting rid of one or retiring from one. Maybe they're overwhelmed. Maybe they're just won the lottery. You never know why someone wants to sell a business. But when you go through this, you're going to come up with a few people that want to get rid of their businesses or at least want to have a conversation with you. Now, this is why this is so important that you do this before the webinar that we're having coming up. The reason you want to do this is so that any questions you have, you're going to be able to bring them to the webinar. Now, you could go to BizBuySell and all the websites and talk with all the brokers, but they're going to have someone that's not as motivated. When you do this, when this is you, you talk with all your friends. One of your closest friends might know someone. It might be their parents. It might be their spouse. It might be their kids are wanting to get rid of a business for some reason or another. I don't mean get rid of it, but sell it. And you don't know why they want to get rid of it. But when you find out that it's a good business, right? Like maybe a wellness center that's been in business for about 5 years. They're doing about $3 million in top line revenue. And they have about a 15% net profit, and have a few employees. Then you'll go, hey, you know what? I actually might want to take a look at that. And if they really want to get out, if they won the lottery, or maybe they're sick, or maybe they're overwhelmed, or maybe they're going through a divorce, then you really have a motivated seller, not someone biz buy and sell. They really don't know how to get out of what they're doing, and you're going to actually help them so they want to talk to you. So by the time you come to our webinar, you're going to have a motivated seller, and then they're going to bring all these other things up, like the documents, the NDA, and all these other, the letter of intent. You're going to have to know all those things. So we're going to go over that on the webinar. But if you do this before the webinar and find all your friends, then it's going to turn out to be better for you, because you're already hit the ground running and you're going to be far ahead of everyone else. I promise you, everyone that does this homework is going to be way far ahead than anyone else in the game. Okay, great. Now that we have that understanding of how you find the people that you love, trust, and adore, and then you connect with the people that love, trust, and adore them, and then the third sphere is your market. That's where the people are really going to be. Then you go into social media. We'll go into all of that later on. But right now, it's going to be pick up the phone, hang up, pick up the phone, hang up. It's going to be a lot of phone calls. If you really have the passion for this and you really want to make this happen, then you're going to do this. Because trust me, a lot of people spend $7,000, $10,000, $15,000 to do stuff, but they won't do this initial thing of picking up the phone. We're also going to have some scripts for you. So here's the thing. Some of the things that you don't want to do first. Don't call your ex or anyone that isn't going to be happy and thrilled to talk to you. Just don't do it. I don't know how many people always go, well, Sean, I called my ex and things didn't go well. Yeah, well, you knew that in advance. You knew the job was dangerous when you took it, so don't do that. Now, here are things that you should do and that I really want you to do and really get this. When you call someone, you don't just jump right into it and say, hey, I buy businesses and I'm an investor. Give me all your leads. What you want to do is you just want to build rapport with them, even though you already know them. Just call them. You may have not talked with them in 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, or 2 decades. But you really want to go back even to those 2 decades, because there's really going to find motivated companies back there. But what you're going to do is you're just going to say, hey, how are you doing? A pleasant cup of coffee conversation, right? How are you doing? And you ask them how they're doing first. You don't just jump into, hey, I'm doing this. We need you to get the marbles out of your mouth. That's really what this should be called, is get the marbles out of your mouth. The reason I say that is because you're going to stutter, utter, and mutter, and you're going to say the wrong things. But when you say the wrong things with the people that you trust, love, and adore, that trust, love, and adore you back, they're going to let you stutter, utter, and mutter and make those mistakes and not get things down. But the more you do this, now I don't know if you know who Jay-Z is, but Jay-Z says if you say something 18 times, it's committed to memory. So what you're doing with this initial sphere with the people that love, trust, and adore you is you're burning that into your consciousness that you can do this. That way, when you get to the second sphere, you're getting more marbles out of your mouth. Those people will be patient to you. So when you get to your market, it's just flowing like honey. And you're just like, boom, 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 boom. Then the trick is going to be, how do I get the person off the phone? Because a lot of people are like, wow, I'm kind of lonely. Someone just called me. I'm going to talk to them for an hour or two. So then that's going to be the next trick. We're going to learn the skills to do that later on. But right now, write down everyone's name, go in your phone list, call everyone, get them on the phone, find out how they're doing. You're going to feel good about this. It's a feel-good exercise. Put aside time, 10, 15 minutes a day, or 10 and 15 minutes a week, whatever you have time for, but get the marbles out of your mouth start calling people. And when you find that motivated business, you bring it to the free webinar and you're going to be ready to rock and roll. Okay. So my name is Sean Snowday. I'm the founder of the Business Buyers Academy, and I'm the voice of the choreography of negotiation. So we'll see you then. Have a great day.